In 1992, marriage counselor Dr. Gary Chapman noticed something curious. Couples who loved each other still felt disconnected. He realized they were speaking different emotional languages. One might do chores to show love, while the other longed to hear, "I love you." From this, Chapman developed the 5 love languages: words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Words of affirmation are spoken compliments and encouragement. Acts of service are loving actions, like making tea or handling chores. Receiving gifts is about thoughtful tokens, not price tags. Quality time means undivided attention, phones away, just being present. Physical touch is about hugs, holding hands, and closeness. Chapman believed each of us has a primary love language, a way we most feel loved. He used the metaphor of an emotional love tank. When our tank is full, we feel secure and connected. But if our partner expresses love in a language we don't understand, our tank stays empty. We can feel lonely, even when our partner is trying. The key, Chapman said, is to learn your partner's language and speak it fluently. That's how you keep their love tank full. The 5 love languages became a simple framework for understanding and expressing love. It's about translating your affection into a form your partner truly feels. This idea changed the way millions approach relationships, and it all started with the simple insight: love isn't one size fits all. The 5 love languages took off because it made relationships feel less mysterious. Suddenly, couples had a practical roadmap for connection. The categories are easy to remember, and the love tank metaphor is instantly relatable. Instead of vague complaints, people could say, "My love language is acts of service. Can you help with the dishes?" It gave couples a shared, non-confrontational vocabulary. The framework is empowering. It suggests relationship problems aren't about a lack of love, but a lack of understanding. That's a hopeful message. If you learn your partner's language, you can reconnect. The quiz felt like self-discovery, giving people words for feelings they couldn't explain. It validated emotional needs and made people feel seen. The love languages offered a sense of control and hope. They made it easier to talk about needs without blame. For many, it was the first time they felt truly understood. That sense of insight and validation helped cement the concept in our culture. The 5 love languages became more than a trend. They became a tool for real change. And that's why the idea stuck. We're taught the golden rule: treat others as you want to be treated. But in love, this can backfire. The 5 love languages challenge the idea that everyone wants love the same way. If your love language is receiving gifts, you might give thoughtful presents, yet your partner, who craves quality time, just wants your undivided attention. Both of you are trying, but the message gets lost. You feel unappreciated. Your partner feels unseen. Dr. Chapman suggests a new rule: do unto others as they would have you do unto them. This means learning what makes your partner feel loved, not just projecting your own preferences. It's about empathy. Recognizing your partner's emotional world is different from yours. Without this, loving gestures can miss the mark. The golden rule is a good start, but in relationships, translation matters. The 5 love languages invite us to listen, learn, and adapt. That's how love truly connects. It's not about what you give. It's about what your partner receives. When partners have different love languages, it's like speaking French to someone who only understands Japanese. Both are trying, but the message doesn't land. Take a husband who shows love through acts of service, working hard, mowing the lawn, filling the car with petrol. His wife's love language is physical touch. She craves hugs and closeness. He feels he's showing love. She feels distant and lonely. Both feel unappreciated despite their efforts. This is the tragedy of the translation error. The love is there, but it's getting lost in transmission. Without understanding each other's language, both partners can feel unloved. They may drift apart, thinking the other doesn't care. But the real issue is miscommunication, not a lack of love. Learning each other's language can bridge the gap. It's the difference between feeling alone and feeling truly connected. Despite its popularity, the 5 love languages theory faces criticism from scientists. The quiz that identifies your primary language isn't always reliable. Most people value all 5, not just one. Research shows little strong evidence that matching love languages leads to better relationships. The theory is based on Chapman's observations, not rigorous studies. That doesn't make it useless. Personal experience still matters, but it's more a helpful framework than a scientific law. Relationships are built on more than just love languages. Trust, communication, and shared values matter too. Focusing only on love languages can distract from deeper issues. The theory is also simplistic. Our needs change over time. Some days you want affirmation, other days you need a helping hand. The idea of one fixed language doesn't capture our complexity. The 5 love languages are a starting point, not the whole story. Use them as a guide, not a rulebook. The 5 love languages can help, but rigid labels can backfire. When we box ourselves or our partners in, we risk missing their full complexity. Love languages can become weapons. You know I need quality time, so why did you buy a gift? This turns a tool for understanding into a source of criticism. Love starts to feel transactional, not genuine. Over-identifying with one language can blind us to other ways our partner shows love. We might miss the morning coffee or the spontaneous hug. Pressure to perform a partner's language can feel inauthentic and stressful. The giver feels burdened. The receiver senses it's forced. Labels meant to help can create new barriers. True connection requires flexibility, not rigid categories. Maybe love isn't 5 boxes, it's a buffet. At a buffet, you sample a bit of everything. Some days you crave spice, other days something simple. A healthy relationship blends all 5 expressions of love. This approach encourages variety and abundance. Instead of worrying about the right language, be generous with all forms of affection. Compliment, help, give small gifts, spend time, offer a hug. Needs change. After a tough day, you might want affirmation. When overwhelmed, you might need help. Ask your partner, what are you hungry for today? A relationship nourished by all 5 languages is more resilient. If one channel is blocked, others keep the connection strong. Relying on just one language is fragile. Embrace the buffet. Celebrate flexibility and abundance. Love thrives when it's given and received in many forms. Beyond labels, the real key is attunement. Being truly present and responsive to your partner's needs in the moment. Attunement means listening to words, tone, and body language. It's about curiosity and noticing subtle cues. Ask, what would feel most helpful right now? Needs shift, sometimes affirmation, sometimes a helping hand. Attunement is flexible and adaptive, not fixed. It's a dance, not a formula. Practice putting aside your assumptions to really see your partner. Pay attention to the little things. Deep listening is the most profound love language. It says, I see you, you matter to me right now. That's the foundation of lasting connection. Every relationship is a unique work of art. The 5 love languages are like primary colors, useful, but just a starting point. The magic happens in the mixing inside jokes, shared rituals, the way you make each other laugh. Don't be limited by 5 boxes. Create your own shades. Maybe your love language is silly memes or a special goodbye ritual. These custom touches make your relationship vibrant. The 5 love languages are a great beginning, not the final word. They encourage empathy and intentionality. But real love is creative and ever evolving. Stay curious, pay attention, and keep painting your shared life together. The masterpiece is yours to create, one brushstroke at a time. Love languages help, but your relationship is uniquely yours. That's what makes it beautiful.